Right, I'm going to show you how to fit the optional high-speed pinion, which comes with all Traxxas Slash 4x4 models, and it allows you to get up to 60 miles an hour. It's really easy, it's quite simple, so let's go ahead and just take the body off straight away here. I've got the Mark Jenkins edition, just take that off. It's the onboard audio and Traxxas stability management model. You have a little Allen key screw here that holds the motor on and obviously lines the motor up with the spur gear. Is with the Allen keys provided with the kit. Undo these 3 Allen key screws here, so let's go ahead and undo them. Keep the screws safe. All this cover does is protects the spur gear and pinion from foreign objects, dirt and grime, water, things like that, or tries to help it anyway. Like so, when you take that off, you can see it covers the spur gear here. There it is, the spur gear. If I turn this around, you'll see the pinion in there as well. So the little silver gear on the end of the motor is the pinion there. That's what we're replacing. You have a little Allen key screw here that holds the motor on and obviously lines the motor up with the spur gear. Just go ahead and do this anti-clockwise. This will allow us to remove the motor completely. I'm just trying to help you see better. There we go. So just take that screw out, put that aside, and then the motor will then be able to come free from its mount. It sits on like a little pole in there. You can see this little groove lines up to. There's a groove, lines up with that screw down there. So when you put it back in, just line that back up, and then obviously the screw will go back in to hold this motor in place. So go ahead and find your little grub screw on the motor. We have a tiny little screw on it holding that pinion on. There it is there. Just go and do that. Normally they're held in with Loctite, so I'd advise that you replace this pinion with Loctite on the new pinion. So there's the old one. I have some Loctite here. So you can see there's a bit of size difference there. Let's go ahead and open the other packet and put that on. You have a flat sort of surface on the motor shaft there. Just line that up with where the pinion would sit to get a flush fit on there. I always recommend that you do the grub screw up enough so that it doesn't slide off completely, but it has a bit of movement when you want to align it and you can work out where it needs to go. So now it's stiff, it will move, but it won't fall off if you shake it around. Then go ahead and put that back in. And that is perfect. So where I've left that there, that is actually perfect. When you're happy with the alignment that you've made, get your Loctite. Just put a little bit on there. And then fully tighten the screw up, grub screw. And that way it'll never come loose or vibrate itself free. Okay, once you're happy with that, go ahead and put that back in. Just put it back how it was basically. Then bring your adjustment screw and motor mount screw back into play. Put it back into where it should go. And this is probably the most important part coming up here. So just screwing this in until the motor is again kind of tightened up, but also able to move just a tad, just to get a bit of play there. And align the spur gear with the pinion, because now you've got a larger pinion on. You need to obviously align the meshing correctly, otherwise you'll strip the plastic spur gear with the power as well. So the motor can just move, but it's tight. If you press them together, you'll hear it. Far too tight. If you move it away from it all the way, it'll sound quite kind of clicky. Or there'll be no, you just hear there's no motor movement at all, it's just the spur gear turning. So bring that back in. What I tend to do is bring it in as close as it will go and let it roll itself until it sounds kind of loose, just like that. So again, push it all the way in. And it will bring itself to where it needs to be, because obviously the gears will push each other apart, but not too much. So ideally that should be, in theory, the best place to be, the optimum place for that to be. There we go. And then just replace the cover as well. And as you can hear, sounds pretty loose and not binding at all, but also not too loose. You can also put a piece of paper down if you wish. Okay guys, and that's it, all there is to it. That's how you change the stock pinion with the optional 1918 tooth pinion, depending on what you've got, and that will give you the 60 mile an hour out of the box. There you go, put a 3-tail lipo on it and it will fly. Thanks for watching guys, I'm Jake Billin. As always, please like, subscribe and share the videos, and I'll see you next time. See ya!